Air Portugal 923 Tango Papa, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 28, Air Portugal 923 Tango Papa. Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo.
Swiss 1353, request permission to cross runway 16.
Taxiing to Dock B Gate 34, will hold short of 1028, Swiss 1949 Heavy. Zurich ground, Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, ready to taxi to runway 16. Zurich ground, Aeroflot 346, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Bolt 1, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Zurich ground, KLM 1988, ready for pushback. Swiss 1818 Heavy, taxi to T, hold short of 1028.
Zurich ground, Swiss 506 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Swiss 1073, cross runway 28, please expedite. Crossing runway 28, Swiss 1073. Easy 9 Foxtrot Alpha, cross runway 28, please expedite. Swiss 1949 Heavy, cross runway 28, please expedite.
Crossing runway 28, Easy 9 Foxtrot Alpha.
Zurich ground, Eurowings 320, ready to taxi to runway 14 with information Sierra.
Swiss 506 Heavy, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo, request permission to cross runway 28.
Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 506 Heavy.
Zurich ground, Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Zurich ground, Aeroflot 346, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra. Swiss 1353, cross runway 16, please expedite.
Crossing runway 16, Swiss 1353.
Bolt 1, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, Bolt 1.
Aeroflot 346, hold position. Zurich ground, Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, ready to taxi to runway 16. Oscar Kilo Sierra Whiskey Alpha, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Holding position, Aeroflot 346. Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo, request permission to cross runway 28. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Indonesia 1689, hold position.
Zurich ground, Victor Tango Lima Oscar Tango, request taxi to parking.
Holding position, Indonesia 1689. Zurich ground, KLM 1988, ready to taxi. Austrian 565, request permission to cross runway 16.
Taxiing to parking, Victor Tango Lima Oscar Tango.
Hold short of runway 28, Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo. KLM 1988, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Indonesia 1689, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 28, KLM 1988. Zurich ground, Edelweiss 81 Super, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 28. Zurich ground, Swiss 4 Alpha Papa, request taxi to gate 43 at the dock E. Austrian 565, cross runway 16, please expedite. Austrian 565, disregard last message. Hold short of runway 16, Austrian 565. Swiss 4 Alpha Papa, taxi to dock E gate 43 via Delta. Edelweiss 81 Super, pushback approved. Taxiing to dock E gate 43 via Delta, Swiss 4 Alpha Papa. Pushback approved, Indonesia 1689. Austrian 565, cross runway 16, please expedite. Zurich ground, Condor 001 Victor Alpha, request taxi to parking. Zurich ground, Easy 941, request taxi to parking. Crossing runway 16, Austrian 565. Condor 001 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Zurich ground, Aeroflot 346, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16. Easy 941, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Easy 941. Aeroflot 346, hold position. Holding position, Aeroflot 346. Taxiing to parking, Condor 001 Victor Alpha. Contacting Zurich Tower on 118.1, Air Berlin 2804. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, request permission to cross runway 34.
Lufthansa 621 Heavy, request frequency change.
Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo, request permission to cross runway 28. Zurich ground, Edelweiss 81 Super, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra. Zurich ground, Austrian 565, request taxi to parking. Lufthansa 621 Heavy, you were already instructed to change frequency. Condor 001 Victor Alpha, request permission to cross runway 16. Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo, cross runway 28, please expedite. Crossing runway 28, Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel Romeo. Edelweiss 81 Super, taxi to runway 28, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready. Condor 001 Victor Alpha, hold short of runway 16. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, request permission to cross runway 16. Hold short of runway 16. Condor 001 Victor Alpha. Taxiing to runway 28, will hold short of 1028, Edelweiss 81 Super. Austrian 565, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, disregard last message. Zurich ground, China Southern 888, request taxi to parking. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, request permission to cross runway 16. China Southern 888, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, China Southern 888. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, hold position. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, hold position. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, disregard last message. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, hold short of runway 16. Hold short of runway 16, Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet. Edelweiss 81 Super, continue taxi. Zurich ground, Indonesia 1689, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Indonesia 1689, taxi to runway 28, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 28, will hold short of 1028, Indonesia 1689.
9 Golf Charlie Echo Romeo, request frequency change.
Zurich ground, Aeroflot 346, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Swiss 558, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 14. Swiss 558, disregard last message.
China Southern 888, make 180. China Southern 888, disregard last message.
Zurich ground, Swiss 558, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, November 853 Kilo Echo, ready to taxi with information Sierra.
Swiss 558, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 558.
November 853 Kilo Echo, pushback approved. Zurich ground, Swiss 987 Victor Alpha, request taxi to gate 54 at the dock E. Aeroflot 346, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, November 853 Kilo Echo.
Swiss 987 Victor Alpha, taxi to dock E gate 54, hold short of 1634. Condor 001 Victor Alpha, cross runway 16. Crossing runway 16, Condor 001 Victor Alpha. Condor 001 Victor Alpha, cross runway 16, please expedite. Crossing runway 16, Condor 001 Victor Alpha. Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Cross runway 16. Please expedite. Crossing runway 16. Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Edelweiss 81 Super. Request permission to cross runway 28. Edelweiss 81 Super. Hold short of runway 28. Hold short of runway 28. Edelweiss 81 Super. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet. Cross runway 16. Please expedite. Crossing runway 16. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet. Zurich ground. DHL 350 Heavy. Ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra. DHL 350 Heavy. Runway 28. Taxi via Alpha. Alpha 1. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 28 via Alpha. Alpha 1. DHL 350 Heavy.
Egypt Air 497, request permission to cross runway 16.
Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Request permission to cross runway 28. Egypt Air 497. Hold short of runway 16.
Zurich ground, Swiss 558, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Hold short of runway 28.
Hold short of runway 16, Egypt Air 497.
Zurich ground. Aeroflot 346. Ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra. Hold short of runway 28. Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Swiss 558. Taxi to runway 16. Hold short of 1028. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16. Will hold short of 1028. Swiss 558.
Stand by. Aeroflot 346. Zurich ground. Aeroflot 346. Ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra. Edelweiss 81 Super. Request permission to cross runway 28. Aeroflot 346. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16. Aeroflot 346.
Zurich ground, Swiss 46 November, ready for pushback with information Sierra. Hold short of runway 16, Egypt Air 497.
Zurich ground. Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor. Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Requesting runway 16.
Egypt Air 497, request permission to cross runway 16.
Swiss 46 November. Pushback approved. Egypt Air 497. Hold short of runway 16.
Pushback approved, Swiss 46 November.
Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor. Pushback approved.
Hold short of runway 16, Egypt Air 497.
Pushback approved. Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor. Edelweiss 81 Super. Request permission to cross runway 28. Edelweiss 81 Super. Cross runway 28. Please expedite. Crossing runway 28. Edelweiss 81 Super. Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Cross runway 28. Please expedite. Zurich ground. Easy 941. Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Requesting runway 28. Easy 941. Hold position. Holding position. Easy 941. Crossing runway 28, Swiss 987 Victor Alpha. Indonesia 1689, request permission to cross runway 28. Indonesia 1689, cross runway 28, please expedite.
Zurich ground, Swiss 46 November, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Crossing runway 28, Indonesia 1689. Egypt Air 497, cross runway 16, please expedite.
Hold short at runway 16, Egypt Air 497.
Zurich ground, Swiss 773 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Crossing runway 16, Egypt Air 497.
Zurich ground, Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, request permission to cross runway 28. Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor, taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16. Scandinavian 254 Sierra Victor. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, hold short of runway 28. Hold short of runway 28. Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet. Thank you. Good day. DHL 350 Heavy.
Zurich ground, Swiss 773 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Zurich ground, Swiss 73 Echo Lima, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Swiss 73 Echo Lima, pushback approved. Expect runway 16.
Pushback approved, Swiss 73 Echo Lima. Zurich ground, Egypt Air 497, request taxi to gate 57 at the dock E.
Zurich ground, Easy 941, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 28. Swiss 73 Echo Lima, hold position. Easy 941, pushback approved, expect runway 14. Easy 941, disregard last message.
Hold in position, Swiss 73 Echo Lima.
Easy 941, pushback approved.
Lot 258 Victor Alpha, request permission to cross runway 16.
Swiss 73 Echo Lima, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 73 Echo Lima.
Egypt Air 497, taxi to dock E gate 57 via Delta. Pushback approved, Easy 941. Lot 258 Victor Alpha, hold short of runway 16.
Hold short of runway 16, Lot 258 Victor Alpha. Taxiing to dock E gate 57 via Delta, Egypt Air 497.
Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet, cross runway 28, please expedite. Zurich ground, American 2768, request taxi to parking. Crossing runway 28, Alpha 2 Bravo November Juliet. American 2768, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, American 2768.
Zurich ground, Swiss 46 November, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Swiss 558, request permission to cross runway 28.
Swiss 46 November, runway 28, taxi via Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1, contact tower when ready. Edelweiss 81 Super, request frequency change.
Taxiing to runway 28 via Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1, Swiss 46 November.
Zurich ground. Easy 941. Ready to taxi with information Sierra. Easy 941. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16. Easy 941. Lot 258 Victor Alpha. Cross runway 16. Please expedite.
Crossing runway 16, lot 258 Victor Alpha.
Zurich ground. Blue Angel 224 Super. Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Blue Angel 224 Super. Pushback approved. Pushback approved. Blue Angel 224 Super.
Zurich ground, lot 258 Victor Alpha, request taxi to parking.
Lot 258 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Zurich ground, American 1923, ready for pushback with information Sierra.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 795 Super, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 28. Taxiing to parking, lot 258 Victor Alpha.
American 1923, hold position. Holding position, American 1923. Lufthansa 795 Super, hold position.
Holding position, Lufthansa 795 Super. Zurich ground, Swiss 73 Echo Lima, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Swiss 73 Echo Lima, runway 16, taxi via Charlie, Echo, Echo 2, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 via Charlie, Echo, Echo 2, Swiss 73 Echo Lima.
Zurich ground, China Southern 888, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16. Zurich ground, Blue Angel 224 Super, ready to taxi with information Sierra. Swiss 558, cross runway 28, please expedite.
Crossing runway 28, Swiss 558.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1958, ready for pushback with information Sierra.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 795 Super, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 28.
Zurich ground, American 1923, ready for pushback with information Sierra. American 1923, pushback approved. Lufthansa 795 Super, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 795 Super.
Pushback approved, American 1923. Blue Angel 224 Super, taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. China Southern 888, pushback approved. Pushback approved, China Southern 888.
Zurich ground, Swiss 889 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to runway 16. Blue Angel 224 Super. Swiss 889 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1204, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Swiss 1204, hold position.
Taxiing to parking, Swiss 889 Heavy.
Holding position, Swiss 1204.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1958, Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Zürich ground. Swiss 1958. Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Swiss 1958. Pushback approved. Pushback approved. Swiss 1958.
Thank you, good day, Swiss 889 Heavy.
Zürich ground. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu. Ready for pushback. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu. Pushback approved. Pushback approved. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 795 Super, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Sierra.
Zurich ground. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Request taxi to gate 04 at the dock A. Lufthansa 795 Super. Taxi to runway 28. Hold short of 1028. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, will hold short of 1028, Lufthansa 795 Super.
Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Taxi to Docker Gate 04. Hold short of 1028. Taxiing to Docker Gate 04. Will hold short of 1028. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Zurich ground. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu. Ready to taxi. Zurich ground. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha. Ready for pushback with information Sierra. Requesting runway 16. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha. Pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 16. Delta Lima Oscar Whiskey Papa Alpha Zulu. Pushback approved. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha.
Lufthansa 795 Super, request permission to cross runway 28.
Zurich ground. American 1923. Ready to taxi with information Sierra. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Request permission to cross runway 28. Lufthansa 795 Super. Hold short of runway 28.
Hold short of runway 28, Lufthansa 795 Super.
Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Hold short of runway 28. Hold short of runway 28. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. American 1923. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16. American 1923. Zurich ground. Swiss 1958. Ready to taxi with information Sierra. Zurich ground. China Southern 888. Ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Zurich ground. Swiss 1109. Ready for pushback with information Quebec.
Swiss 1958. Taxi to runway 28. Contact tower when ready. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Cross runway 28. Please expedite. Crossing runway 28. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Lufthansa 795 Super. Cross runway 28. Please expedite.
Crossing runway 28, Lufthansa 795 Super.
Taxiing to runway 28, Swiss 1958. China Southern 888. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16, China Southern 888. Zurich ground. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha. Ready to taxi with information Sierra. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1204, ready for pushback with information Sierra, requesting runway 16.
Swiss 1204. Pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 1204.
Taxiing to parking. Lufthansa 88. Zurich ground. Lufthansa 88. Ready for pushback. Requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1109, ready for pushback with information Quebec.
Swiss 1109. Pushback approved. Lufthansa 88. Hold position.
Pushback approved, Swiss 1109.
Holding position. Lufthansa 88. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray. Thank you. You're welcome. Swiss 927 Lima X-ray.
Zurich ground, Swiss 330, request taxi to parking.
Blue Angel 224 Super. Request frequency change. Swiss 330. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Swiss 330.
Thank you. Good day. China Southern 888.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1204, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Swiss 1204. Taxi to runway 16. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 1204.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1109, ready to taxi with information Quebec.
Swiss 1109, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, Swiss 1109.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 88, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16. Lufthansa 88, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 88.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa cargo 367, request taxi to parking.
Zurich ground, Swiss 10 Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback with information Sierra. Zurich ground, Swiss 10 Alpha Heavy, ready for pushback with information Sierra.
Lufthansa cargo 367, request permission to cross runway 28.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 88, ready to taxi to runway 16.
Swiss 1109, request permission to cross runway 28.
United 008, taxi to runway 16. Hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready.
Zurich ground, Swiss 10 Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Sierra.
Swiss 1109, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28, Swiss 1109.
Attention all aircraft. Zurich ground is now closed. Good day. Zurich traffic, Lufthansa 88, taxiing to runway 16. Zurich traffic, Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha, holding short runway 16. Zurich traffic. American 112 Heavy is 11 nautical miles to the northeast at 5,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 28. Zurich traffic. American 1923 is taking off runway 16, departing north. Zurich traffic. Swiss 830 Uniform Alpha is taking off runway 16, departing west. Zurich traffic. Lufthansa 88, crossing runway 10.
Zurich traffic, November 1 is 11 nautical miles to the northeast at 6,300 feet, inbound for landing, will make right traffic for runway 14.
Zurich traffic. China Southern 888, holding short runway 16.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 514, taxiing to runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 10 Alpha Heavy, taxiing to runway 16.
Zurich traffic. China Southern 888 is taking off runway 16, departing south. Zurich traffic. Air Baltic 7 Papa Yankee is on final, runway 28. Zurich traffic. November 12 Alpha, taxiing to runway 16. Zurich traffic. United 2757 Heavy, taxiing to runway 16. Zurich traffic. Ethiopian 757, taxiing to runway 16.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 1204, holding short runway 16.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 1109, holding short runway 16.
Zurich traffic, November 1 is on left base, runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 1204 is taking off runway 16, departing south.
Zurich traffic. November 12 Alpha. Crossing runway 28. Zurich traffic. Air Baltic 7 Papa Yankee is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 514 is taking off runway 28, departing north.
Zurich traffic. American 112 Heavy is on final, runway 28.
Zurich traffic, November 1 is on final, runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Lufthansa 88. Holding short runway 16. Zurich traffic. Air Baltic 7 Papa Yankee. Holding short runway 16.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 514 is taking off runway 28, departing north.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 1109 is taking off runway 16, departing west.
Zurich traffic. Lufthansa 88 is taking off runway 16, remaining in the pattern. Zurich traffic. United 008. Crossing runway 10. Zurich traffic. Lufthansa 88 is taking off runway 16, departing west.
Zurich traffic. Edelweiss 223, crossing runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Air Baltic 7 Papa Yankee. Crossing runway 16. Zurich traffic. American 112 Heavy is on final, runway 28. Zurich traffic. Air Baltic 7 Papa Yankee is clear of all runways. Zurich traffic. United 2757 Heavy is taking off runway 16, departing west.
Zurich traffic. Edelweiss 223 is clear of all runways. Zurich traffic. Swiss 10 Alpha Heavy is taking off runway 16, departing east.
Zurich traffic, American 938 Heavy, taxiing to runway 16.
Zurich traffic. November 4 Sierra Charlie is 22 nautical miles to the west at 9,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 14. Zurich traffic. November 12 Alpha. Holding short runway 16. Zurich traffic. Speedbird 95 Heavy is 16 nautical miles to the east at 6,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Emirates 388 Super is inbound. Request traffic advisories.
Zurich traffic. Vueling 226 Victor Yankee is 20 nautical miles to the west at 7,300 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 14. Zurich traffic. November 12 Alpha is taking off runway 16. Departing north.
Zurich traffic, November 1 is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic. American 112 Heavy is clear of all runways. Zurich traffic. United 008. Holding short runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Emirates 388 Super is 22 nautical miles to the northeast at 10,100 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 14.
Zurich traffic. United 008. Holding short runway 16. Zurich traffic. United 008 is taking off runway 16. Departing north. Zurich traffic. November 4 Sierra Charlie is on final. Runway 14. Zurich traffic. Speedbird 95 Heavy is on final. Runway 28. Zurich traffic. Swiss 241 Lima X-ray. Taxiing to runway 28.
Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 162 is 19 nautical miles to the north at 9,400 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 91 Heavy. Taxiing to runway 28. Zurich traffic. Ethiopian 757 is taking off runway 16. Departing south. Zurich traffic. Vueling 226 Victor Yankee is on final. Runway 14.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 339 is 19 nautical miles to the west at 7,000 feet, inbound for landing, will make right traffic for runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Emirates 388 Super is on final. Runway 14.
Zurich traffic, Delta 938 Heavy is taking off runway 16, departing straight out.
Zurich traffic. United 2757 Heavy is on left base. Runway 14.
Zurich traffic, Mike Romeo Kilo Yankee Alpha Victor 11, taxiing to runway 28.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 339 is on right base, runway 14. Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 162 is on final, runway 14.
Zurich traffic. Vueling 226 Victor Yankee is
Zurich traffic. Emirates 388 Super is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 91 Heavy, taxiing to runway 28.
Zurich traffic, Mike Romeo Kilo Yankee Alpha Victor 11 is taking off runway 28, departing north.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 339 is on final, runway 14. Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 162 is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic. Edelweiss 545 is 21 nautical miles to the east at 7,700 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 268. Taxiing to runway 28.
Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 162, crossing runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot is on final. Runway 14.
Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 162 is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic. Swiss 91 Heavy is taking off runway 28, departing south. Zurich traffic. November 2 Delta Sierra, taxiing to runway 16.
Zurich traffic, Hanseline 60 is 19 nautical miles to the northeast at 10,200 feet, inbound for landing, will make straight in for runway 28. Zurich traffic, Swiss 339 is clear of all runways. Zurich traffic, Swiss 339, crossing runway 28.
Zurich traffic. Edelweiss 545 is on final. Runway 28. Zurich traffic. Emirates 5 Echo Zulu Heavy, taxiing to runway 16. Zurich traffic. November 2 Delta Sierra, crossing runway 28.
Zurich traffic, Swiss 339 is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic. Jackpot 1 is on left base. Runway 14. Zurich traffic. Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot is clear of all runways.
Zurich traffic, Turkish 1913 is 13 nautical miles to the east at 5,300 feet, inbound for landing, will make right. Zurich ground, Swiss 339, request taxi to 02 at the apron I.
Zurich ground, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, ready for pushback. Zurich ground, Emirates 5 Echo Zulu Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16.
Swiss 339, taxi to apron I02 via Juliet. Taxiing to apron I02 via Juliet, Swiss 339. Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo. Zurich ground, November 2 Delta Sierra, ready to taxi to runway 16. Zurich ground, Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot, request taxi to 85 at the apron H.
November 2 Delta Sierra, runway 16, taxi via Echo, Echo 2, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 via Echo, Echo 2, November 2 Delta Sierra.
Emirates 5 Echo Zulu Heavy, runway 16, taxi via Echo, Echo 2, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 via Echo, Echo 2, Emirates 5 Echo Zulu Heavy.
Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot, taxi to apron H85, hold short of 1028. Zurich ground, Swiss 889 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, ready to taxi to runway 28. Taxiing to apron H85, will hold short of 1028, Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot.
Philippines 777, you're on an active airport, please contact Zurich ground on 121.9.
Zurich ground, Philippines 777, ready to taxi.
Zurich ground, Swiss 889 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Philippines 777, ready to taxi. Zurich ground, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, ready to taxi to runway 28. Zurich ground, Edelweiss 545, request taxi to parking. Zurich ground, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, ready to taxi.
Philippines 777, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Swiss 889 Heavy, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Swiss 889 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 16, Philippines 777.
Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo, taxi to A1 via November, Foxtrot, Juliet, Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1.
Taxiing to A1 via November, Foxtrot, Juliet, Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1, Lima Victor Mike Delta Bravo. Zurich ground, Edelweiss 2468, ready for pushback, requesting runway 28.
Edelweiss 545, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Edelweiss 545.
Edelweiss 2468, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Edelweiss 2468.
Edelweiss 545, cross runway 16.
Crossing runway 16, Edelweiss 545.
Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28, Helvetic 5 Sierra Foxtrot.
Zurich ground, Swiss 889 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16.
Zurich ground, Emirates 388 Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 16.
Zurich ground, Swiss 2201, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Swiss 889 heavy, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Emirates 388 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 14. Emirates 388 Super, correction, standby. Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 889 heavy. Emirates 388 Super, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Emirates 388 Super.
Zurich ground, Swiss 282 heavy, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Zurich ground, Turkish 1913, request taxi to parking.
Zurich ground, Edelweiss 2468, ready to taxi to runway 28.
Swiss 2201, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 2201. Zurich ground, Jackpot 1, request taxi to parking.
Edelweiss 2468, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, Edelweiss 2468.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 221, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 28. Turkish 1913, request permission to cross runway 16. Swiss 282 heavy, pushback approved. Jackpot 1, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Lufthansa 221, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 282 heavy.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 221.
Zurich ground, Swiss 92, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 16. Taxiing to parking, Jackpot 1.
Zurich ground, Emirates 388 Super, ready to taxi to runway 16.
Zurich ground, Swiss 2201, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Turkish 1913, cross runway 16. Crossing runway 16, Turkish 1913. Zurich ground, Lufthansa 221, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Lufthansa 221, disregard last message. Emirates 388 Super, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, Emirates 388 Super. Thank you, Emirates 388 Super.
Zurich ground, Swiss 282 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Alpha.
Zurich ground, Lufthansa 221, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Alpha. Lufthansa 221, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Swiss 92, pushback approved. Taxiing to runway 28, Lufthansa 221. Thank you, Lufthansa 221. Swiss 282 heavy, taxi to runway 16, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved. Swiss 92. Taxiing to runway 16. Will hold short of 1028. Swiss 282 heavy. Zurich ground. Swiss 2201. Ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Swiss 2201, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28. Swiss 2201. Thank you. Good day. Edelweiss 2468. Zurich ground. Swiss 127 Lima X-ray. Ready for pushback with information short of Foxtrot. Swiss 92. Zurich ground. LL 2020. Ready for pushback with information Alpha. Zurich ground. November 818 Alpha heavy. Ready for pushback with information Alpha.
November 818 Alpha Heavy, pushed back approved. Swiss 92, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16. Swiss 92.
LL 2020, pushed back approved.
Pushback approved. Helvetic 2020. Pushback approved. November 818 Alpha Heavy. Zurich ground. Swiss 127 Lima X-ray. Ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Alpha.
Swiss 127 Lima X-ray, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Zurich ground, Hanseline 60, request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to runway 28. Swiss 127 Lima X-ray.
Hanseline 60, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Hanseline 60.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1952, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Swiss 1952, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Swiss 1952.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1734, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Hansaline 60, hold position. Swiss 1734, pushback approved. Hold in position, Hansaline 60.
Pushback approved, Swiss 1734. Zurich ground, November 818 Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
November 818 Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 16, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready.
Zurich ground, Helvetic 2020, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Taxiing to runway 16, will hold short of 1028, November 818 Alpha Heavy. Zurich ground, Swiss 1734, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Helvetic 2020, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. November 818 Alpha Heavy, please follow instructions.
Taxiing to runway 28, Helvetic 2020. Thank you, good day, Swiss 92. Zurich ground, November 818 Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Zurich ground, Swiss 1952, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Hansaline 60, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Hansaline 60. November 818 Alpha Heavy, taxi to runway 16, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, will hold short of 1028, November 818 Alpha Heavy.
Zurich ground, Swiss 3071, ready for pushback with information Alpha. Zurich ground, Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 28.
Zurich ground, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 16.
Swiss 1952, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, Swiss 1952.
Swiss 1734, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, pushback approved.
Taxiing to runway 28, Swiss 1734. Pushback approved, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy. November 818 Alpha Heavy. Request permission to cross runway 28.
November 818 Alpha Heavy, hold short of runway 28. Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha, pushed back approved. Pushed back approved, Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha. Swiss 3071, hold position.
Hold short of runway 28, November 818 Alpha Heavy.
Holding position, Swiss 3071.
Zürich ground, November 242 Papa November, request taxi to parking.
November 242 Papa November, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, November 242 Papa November.
November 818 Alpha Heavy, cross runway 28, please expedite.
Crossing runway 28, November 818 Alpha Heavy.
Zurich ground, Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Alpha. Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 28, Swiss 492 Uniform Alpha. Swiss 3071, pushed back approved. Pushed back approved, Swiss 3071.
Zurich ground, Swiss 5642 Super, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 16.
Swiss 5642 Super, hold position.
Zurich ground, Swiss 933, request taxi to parking.
Holding position, Swiss 5642 Super.
Swiss 933, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Swiss 933. Zurich ground, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Bravo.
Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, taxi to runway 16, hold short of 1634, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, will hold short of 1634, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy.
Swiss 5642 Super, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Swiss 5642 Super.
Zürich ground, Evelok 330, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 16. Evelok 330, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Evelok 330. Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, cross runway 16, please expedite.
Crossing runway 16, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy.
Zürich ground, Swiss 3071, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Swiss 3071, taxi to runway 28, hold short of Foxtrot, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 28, will hold short of Foxtrot, Swiss 3071. Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28, Dutch Bird 10 Kilo Charlie Heavy.
Zürich ground, Edelweiss 313, request taxi to parking. Swiss 3071, hold position.
Zurich ground, Swiss 5642 Super, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Bravo.
Holding position, Swiss 3071. Edelweiss 313, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxiing to parking, Edelweiss 313. Swiss 5642 Super, taxi to runway 16, hold short of 1028, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, will hold short of 1028, Swiss 5642 Super.
Zürich ground, Evelok 330, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Alpha. Evelok 330, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16, Evelok 330. Swiss 5642 Super, cross runway 28. Swiss 3071, continue taxi.
Crossing runway 28, Swiss 5642 Super.
Continue taxi, Swiss 3071. Zürich ground, Delta 938 Heavy, request taxi to parking. Zürich ground, Aviation 9182, ready for pushback with information Sierra. Delta 938 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Aviation 9182, pushback approved. Aviation 9182, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Aviation 9182. Taxiing to parking, Delta 938 Heavy.
Zürich ground, Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 28.
Edelweiss 313, taxi to E via Delta, Echo. Taxiing to E via Delta, Echo, Edelweiss 313. Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha, hold position.
Holding position, Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha.
Edelweiss 313, continue taxi at your discretion. Roger, Edelweiss 313. Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha, pushback approved. Zurich ground, Aviation 9182, ready to taxi with information Sierra.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha.
Aviation 9182, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 16, Aviation 9182.
Zurich ground, Swiss 14 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Swiss 14 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16.
Pushback approved, Swiss 14 Heavy. Zurich ground, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, request taxi to gate 42 at the dock E. Zurich ground, Lufthansa 627, ready for pushback with information Bravo.
Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, taxi to dock E gate 42 via hotel, Delta, Echo, Charlie, hold short of Charlie.
Taxiing to dock E gate 42 via hotel, Delta, Echo, Charlie, will hold short of Charlie, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar. Zurich ground, Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo.
Lufthansa 627, pushback approved, expect runway 28.
Pushback approved. Lufthansa 627. Zurich ground. Swiss 854 heavy. Ready for pushback with information Bravo. Requesting runway 16.
Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Swiss 854 heavy, hold position.
Holding position. Swiss 854 heavy. Taxiing to runway 28. Lufthansa 977 Victor Alpha. Zurich ground. Lufthansa 627. Ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo.
Lufthansa 627, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28. Lufthansa 627.
Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar. Zurich ground. Swiss 14 heavy. Ready to taxi.
Zurich ground, lot 420 Whiskey Delta, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 28.
Zurich ground. Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee. Request taxi to 75 at the apron F.
Lot 420 Whiskey Delta, pushback approved. Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee, taxi to apron F75, hold short of 1028.
Pushback approved, lot 420 Whiskey Delta.
Taxiing to apron F75. Will hold short of 1028. Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee.
Swiss 14 heavy, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16. Swiss 14 heavy.
Swiss 854 heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Swiss 854 heavy.
Zurich ground, lot 420 Whiskey Delta, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo.
Lot 420 Whiskey Delta, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28, lot 420 Whiskey Delta.
Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28. Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee.
Lot 420 Whiskey Delta, give way to aircraft exiting runway 28.
Give way to aircraft exiting runway 28, lot 420 Whiskey Delta.
Zurich ground. Swiss 854 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Bravo.
Swiss 854 Heavy, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 854 Heavy. Zurich ground. Swiss 260, ready for pushback with information Bravo, requesting runway 28. Zurich ground. Iberia 37 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Swiss 260, pushback approved. Iberia 37 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Pushback approved. Swiss 260. Taxiing to parking. Iberia 37 Heavy. Thank you. Good day. Foxtrot Oscar Oscar Delta Yankee. Zurich ground. Swiss 277 heavy. Ready for pushback with information Bravo. Zurich ground. Swiss 260. Ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo.
Swiss 277 heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Swiss 277 heavy.
Swiss 260, runway 28, taxi via Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28 via Yankee, Alpha, Alpha 1, Swiss 260. Zurich ground. Hansaline 971. Request taxi to gate 35 at the dock B. Zurich ground. JetBlue 63. Ready for pushback with information Bravo. Requesting runway 28.
Hansaline 971, taxi to dock B gate 35, hold short of 1028. JetBlue 63, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. JetBlue 63. Taxiing to dock B gate 35, will hold short of 1028, Hansaline 971. Zurich ground, Swiss 277 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Bravo.
Swiss 277 heavy, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 277 heavy. Zurich ground, Delta 13, request taxi to parking.
Delta 13, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking, Delta 13. Zurich ground, JetBlue 63, ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo. Swiss 854 heavy, request frequency change.
JetBlue 63, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready. Hansaline 971, cross runway 28.
Taxiing to runway 28, JetBlue 63. Crossing runway 28, Hansaline 971.
Swiss 854 heavy, you were already instructed to change frequency.
Zurich ground. Dillman 11. Ready for pushback with information Bravo.
Dillman 11, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Dillman 11.
Hanseline 971, taxi to dock B gate 35 via Foxtrot, November.
Zurich ground. Dillman 11. Ready to taxi with information Bravo.
Dillman 11, taxi to runway 28, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28. Dillman 11.
Zurich ground. Swiss 317 Victor Alpha. Ready for pushback with information Bravo. Requesting runway 16.
Swiss 317 Victor Alpha, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. Swiss 317 Victor Alpha.
Zurich ground. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44. Ready to taxi.
Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44.
Zurich ground. Swiss 317 Victor Alpha. Ready to taxi to runway 16 with information Bravo.
Swiss 317 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 16, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16, Swiss 317 Victor Alpha.
Stand by. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44. Zurich ground. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44. Request taxi to parking.
Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking. Hotel Zulu Alpha Kilo 44. Zurich ground. Lima November Zulu 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 Super. Ready to taxi to runway 28 with information Bravo.
Lima November Zulu 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 Super, runway 28, taxi via Zulu, Zulu 1, Bravo 1, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 28 via Zulu, Zulu 1, Bravo 1, Lima November Zulu 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 Super. Zurich ground. Swiss 512. Request taxi to parking.
Attention all aircraft, ATIS information Charlie is now current. Swiss 512, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxiing to parking. Swiss 512. Swiss 512. Request permission to cross runway 28.
Swiss 512, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28. Swiss 512.
Zurich ground. Judgment 1 heavy. Ready for pushback with information Charlie.
Judgment 1 heavy, pushed back approved.
Pushback approved. Judgment 1 heavy.